The Palmetto Bowl has had its moments over the years, some ranked matchups, massive upsets, even a fight or two. It's a rivalry game that has defined both of these programs for generations. Death Valley Clemson Memorial Stadium. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Gamecocks head coach before the game. They know that they have an opportunity to make some history here today. Their wide receiver is so close to breaking that conference record for passing reception touchdowns. The problem, in the red zone, the defense is going to be keyed on him. He has shown to be a big-time possession receiver. He can go up and get the football. That's going to be a fun cat-and-mouse game to watch. Defense doubling, a lot of push and shoving, or can he come down with the ball and come down with a record here today? Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. From inside his own 50, the ball pops out on the return. Just seconds into this game, we already have a turnover and haven't even snapped one from scrimmage.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Going to the run, it's Johnson. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They give it to him again. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
To throw, it's Reynolds. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And I tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it, and obviously it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here to try to make up for it.
They put the brakes on it.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play throwing it.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. What we expected, this crowd ready to make its presence known. Give to the single back. He breaks a tackle. He's past the 30. Breaks into the open. The 40. At the 30. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. They'll take the penalty and move them back. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's Sellers to throw. Right side, it's Clark. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Making the adjustment on the play. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Reynolds. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty.
Here we go, ready. Red 18, red 18. Slide, slide. Western. Slide. Jet. Go.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side, Wesco makes the grab. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Wants to throw one first. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Quarterbacks work so hard on those mechanics, but sometimes things start moving fast and they get away from you.
But it does, and when you get on that back foot, a lot of times that ball's going to drift, and you're not coming through the target, so you're not putting enough mustard on it to get it to finish through your target and the ball to get there in a hurry. So all those mechanics are things you work on, but you're right. When you put a defense in front of you, it kind of changes that thing a little bit.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Tigers want to move quickly, making the adjustment. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Reynolds. And he will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
And the offense gets 7 on that drive, and I tell you what, man, like, they got three, they got some good momentum going, continued the momentum, creating some big plays. Palmer, this offense feels like right now early in this football game that they're in control, that they know what they want to do, and the defense is reeling a little bit.
Yeah, the defense needs a stop bad the next time they come out. They've got to go back. They've got to get on the iPads. They've got to take a look at what this offense is doing to attack them, because they do look like they're on their heels right now. Obviously giving up a field goal early, but now a touchdown. The next time they take the field, they absolutely need a stop.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. We've had some early scores. They got the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Great place to start for this offense. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance?
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Hits inside. It's Johnson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like, some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. It's 3rd and 5. Drops back. It's Reynolds. Throws to the tight end. Big guy smells it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Tigers will hustle to the line. Snaps it in the shotgun. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tigers. Middle of the end zone. He's got it. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Tuggle. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Sellers. He'll take a deep shot here. Upstairs, he's got it. You want to talk about changing field position. The huge play takes it down to the 37. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Motion from the wideout. Fresh center downs going to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. The trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state, and bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Throwing Sellers. Look out! Kept it, and he's past the marker. Bust through behind his pad. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. DBs lock up tight on the receivers. Out wide right, it's Harbor. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Oh, he got loose. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Needs it. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on 4th down does not work.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
Back to throw, it's Reynolds. Fires to the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains.
You know, Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like going to the college football playoff the year before. But Clemson returning back to humanity a year ago. Not a good season for them. And Jesse, they didn't go out and get the 5-star commit in the portal. They didn't go out and pay a lot of money. They believe in developing it through high school and the guys they brought in.
Is it the guy? Because you mentioned it, David, and you're so right. When they had Deshaun Watson or they had Trevor Lawrence, they were the guy. They were the guy that took this offense, took this entire team to a national championship caliber level. They were true alphas at the quarterback position, and now we're going to find out if this new guy is the guy.
Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Here's Sellers to throw. Looking for a big play. He's got it inside the 25. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Unloads to the right. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Stopped at the 16 after the interception, and that return has them in business.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
All right, drops are a part of football. It's a part of offense. What's really important for this quarterback now is to come back to the receiver, even after dropping that ball, to show him that you still got confidence in him, and you know it's a long game.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Clemson jumps to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Looking for a deep man. Reels it in down the left side. Turning on the Jets. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the result of the play will stand. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Right side, it's Burrows. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Tuggle. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Sellers. They're all over him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Rush right in his face. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. Pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just smothered on the play.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too, getting the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing, if I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
I know the aggressive play is to go for the touchdown, but with a little bit of lead right here and a great start for my offense, I'm going to kick this field goal, Palmer.
I'm going the other way. I'm going aggressive here. You can put the nail in the coffin with the touchdown. Even if you don't get it, they still have to drive the entire field on your defense.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Gets the back moving. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be run.
But guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. Throws to the wideout. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
Sellers to the air again. Oh, pressure's coming. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Here's Sellers to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Again, it's Sellers. Gonna take a shot. Goes high to pull it in.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
To the air, it's Sellers. Under pressure. Escapes the sack. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Give that guy a lot of credit, man. He was able to somehow avoid that sack, but nobody open downfield, throws it away.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Sellers. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Quick strike through the air for the score. Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Slams ahead. He gets into the end zone to convert, and they'll tack on a couple right before the half. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Still on his feet at the 40. At the 45, on his way. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio with scores from around the country.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellows, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the Mississippi State Bulldogs.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. He's going to fire deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it one more yard to get it in. Driving forward, it's Davidson. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Stopped right there.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game. And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they've bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense finally gets home. They get their first sack of the day. This is a defense, they can pressure the quarterback. This is not normal. Last week they had 5 sacks, so you're used to this defense getting after quarterbacks.
That's caught. It's Bennett. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Great protection there. Plenty of time to sit in the pocket and let his receiver work across the formation.
And he did a great job working across the formation, finding a hole, quarterback, good timing, waiting on it. Nice strike.
They go play action with Sellers. Here comes the heat. Got him downfield. Oh, a lot of space. Ripping through the defense. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Throwing, Sellers. Out wide right, it's Clark. Crosses the goal line for the 2-point conversion, and it's an 11-point game. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Looking to pass, it's Reynolds. Spits it out to the back. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Rush is on. Their pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. The touchdown drive cut the deficit last time they had it, forced the punt, now a chance to really make this a football game.
And I think if you're the offensive coordinator here, you're revisiting that last drive and asking yourself, okay, what did I call? What worked? What can I keep dialing up so we can keep scoring?
Dang right, because you got the momentum. You're back in this football game. Everything is going your way. Your defense just contributed, so that lead they had, just keep chipping away, and who knows what will happen.
Here's Sellers to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
The screen, and watch out. Plows through the defense. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipke if they can stop him on 3rd down. Now here's Sellers. Oh, he wants it all. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even
wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. 4th down, Sellers. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Sellers to the air again. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. And the Gamecocks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Sellers. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. Left side is Wesco. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
3rd and long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Keeps it moving, it's Clark. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And he picked up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Throwing, Sellers. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. He's stopped.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. The way these two teams are putting up numbers, all kinds of time left as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The run inside. It's Clark. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Right side, it's Harbor. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Here's Sellers to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look, just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th.
South Carolina, 38. Clemson, 34.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to going for the big play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
To the air, it's Reynolds. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Got to make the play on 4th. Right down the middle. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
Gonna run it. It's Clark. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football, and I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
Powers through the defender. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Trying to make it impossible to communicate. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
Wide left, it's Harbor. Runs through a man, and he might have space. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
He will not get there as the defense stops him again.
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead.
South Carolina, 45. Clemson, 34.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
Man, you practice this all week for a reason. The 2-minute situation is so important. And I like the completion. I like the first down. Let's see if we can get one more play in real quick before the 2-minute timeout.
The Tigers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Second and long here.
Ready. 129.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Moving the pocket, it's Reynolds. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.